Hello everybody, and thank you for tuning in to Phil Emery's gym class. I am your host, Noel. Today is August 1st, 2014, and I'm recording from beautiful Los Angeles, California, where it's hot and sunny. This report is brought to you by sportsmockery.com. Make sure you check out the new and improved look that we have on there. I think it looks great. Today I'll be talking about the Bears and training camp, but most specifically the defense. Starting with the run defense, there's been reports that the Bears are going to be moving to a two-gap defense to prevent what happened last year, which was ranked 32nd in the run. Two-gap defense is like, if you remember Tractor Trailer and Ted Washington, the two defensive tackles take up the center and guards, leaving one-on-one with the defensive ends and leaving the linebackers able to roam free. If you remember this is when Urlacher was like a Hall of Famer. He did very well in this. The Bears did very well in this. It's not something we're going to stay in all the time. It's going to be mostly to prevent the run on early downs. The defensive tackles. Right now at our depth chart, we got Ratliff and Paella at the top of that. Ratliff played defensive tackle for the Cowboys before coming to the Bears. He played nose tackle in a 3-4, and he occupied both two gaps, both ones over the center. So he's very accustomed to that. Stephen Paella is a beast. He's a Tunisian. He's a monster. He's coming off an injury. He's in his contract season, so he's gonna be mean and nasty. This is what we've got on our defensive line: a bunch of mean and nasty dudes. So that's going to be great. Ego Ferguson, our second-round draft pick out of LSU, is here to help us stop the run as well, and he was very accustomed to the two-gapping. He's a big boy. He stops the run very well. He's going to be a guy that's in on that rotation in early downs. Talking about our pass defense, or pass rush, we have Lamar Houston and Jared Allen. Jared Allen is obviously a perennial Hall of Famer. He has the most consecutive starts by any defensive end in the league. Second is our boy Julius Peppers, and we have Lamar Houston, who's dropped about 30 pounds. He's looking fit. He looks dirty. He's going to stay at defensive end. He's not going to kick down to defensive tackle like he did in Oakland, where he played all four positions, and he's going to be strictly coming after the passer, which is great, because if you got 4 guys who can come after the passer and 7 guys that drop back in coverage, we should be all right. Guy to keep a lookout for at defensive end, Trevor Scott. We signed him last year in free agency. He's down on the depth chart, but in training camp he's been coming after the passer he's been coming after the quarterback very well. He's a guy that can give, Jared Allen and Houston a couple breaks so that they can get some breath. Still curious to see about Shea McClellan, see if he comes down to defensive end when he's not playing linebacker, when they're in the nickel. When I don't expect him to be playing linebacker in the nickel. He doesn't have a ton of experience right now dropping back in pass coverage. And a defensive tackle who's going to get his opportunities in the pass rush is going to be Nate Collins. He was playing awesome last year until he hurt himself. He's a guy that can come in, for Paella, Ratliff. I think Ratliff's going to play all 3 downs, but come in for these guys, give them reps, and get after the quarterback. That's when they're going to go to the one gap. That's when all the defensive tackles are just going to try to shoot straight through those gaps and get to the quarterback. That's what Will Sutton was great at his junior year. Last year he put on a lot of weight, for the NFL, just for NFL teams, but I think he's going to slim down a little bit. They're going to use him in the pass rush. He's going to get up that one gap. He's very aggressive. He's going to get his hands up. They're going to knock down some balls. It's going to be awesome. Defensive line looks great. Linebackers, we're going to start Briggs, Williams, and McClellan. Position battle is going to be with DJ Williams and Jonathan Bostic. Tressman calls DJ the lead dog, but DJ hasn't played much in 2 years. He was playing very well last year until he got hurt, but he's getting older. He could get injured again. Hopefully, I hope not, but he could. And so it's a position battle to keep an eye out for. If that happens, we got a guy named Christian Jones out of Florida State. We got as an undrafted free agent. He was projected as like a 5th through 7th rounder, but he got caught smoking some weed, so he fell out, and we were able to pick him up. Best part about this is that all the competition and the depth that we have at linebacker with Kasheem Green, Jordan Sen, Christian Jones, they all can fly, and they can all play special teams, something that we've had trouble with last year as well. So we're improving our special teams, we're improving our depth at a position that was very poor last year at the linebacker position, and we got youth all in the back. DB, we're going to roll out with Tillman and Jennings. at corner, but when we go into nickel, we're going to kick Jennings into the inside, which is great because then he's not going to get a mismatch like with Calvin Johnson or some of the, Jordy Nelson. He's going to be on the slot receiver. And then we're going to take our first-round pick, Kyle Fuller, and put him on the outside. Kyle Fuller, if you haven't been watching, has been making lots of plays in training camp, scoring touchdowns, D'ing up Alshon Jeffrey. He's looking awesome. We can't wait for that. And there's a lot of competition for the fourth corner spot with Kelvin Hayden, McManus, and Isaiah Fry. And, again, more depth equals better special teams. So we're very, very excited about that. Safety position. Bears have brought in a slew of new guys. Ryan Mundy and Brock Vereen right now are playing with the ones. Adrian Wilson is a guy that everybody's excited about, but he's older than me, and I'm old. I'm 31. He's about 34 years old. He's third on the depth chart. He doesn't play a lot of special teams because of his age and because of he's not that fast. So he's probably going to get cut. MD Jennings is, back there. He's behind Mundy for the strong safety position. And Conti and Steltz have been on the physically unable to play list, so they'll give more competition to Brock Vereen at free safety. Right now they have Danny McCray from Dallas behind him, a great special teamer and good depth. One name to keep an eye out for at that safety position is Marcus Trice, an undrafted free agent out of North Texas. Undersized, aggressive tackler, better in the slot. Probably won't threaten to start anywhere, but could be a big contributor on special teams. 1/3 of the ball game that we suffered last year was special teams, and defense. So we were 2/3. That's why we were 8-8. That's why we didn't make the playoffs. With those defensive backs, with all that competition, with all those young guys at linebacker playing special teams, that should help us out dramatically. Key word to this offseason is competition, which will yield the better special teams, helping us in 2/3 of a game that we were very bad at with a great offense that should continue to do well. Tomorrow I will get to our offense, but today I thank you very much for tuning in. Please check out our new website, sportsmockery.com. It's the same website, new look, and look for me doing some more Phil Emery's gym classes. I appreciate you very much. Have a wonderful day. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.